welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I am working on Mix It Up Monday. This is where we take a sketch and we mix it up with all things mixed media. You can use inks, you can use stencils, you can use texture paste, you can use just about any type of mixed media that you want on your layout. And you will see so many great creators on this hop, so make sure that you check that playlist below in my description box to see who all is participating with us this month. So let's talk about this month sketch. I'm putting it up here in the corner for you. It was created by Scrapbooking Top 50 Australia. This is an old blog that is no longer being updated. I take that to mean that we can use it. I will link it below for you so that you can check it out and see if you can find more sketches that you might want to use or other inspiration. So let's talk about what I'm using this month. I know I'm a little bit off camera. It's because I'm trying to avoid that hot mess and it's the wrong time of day to be recording. So anyway, I am using my Scraptember counterfeit kit. I pulled some bits and pieces from my counterfeit kit. I've got some ink. I'm going to use a stencil. I have not grabbed that just yet. Here are the pieces of pattern paper that I'm going to be playing with, as well as I knock things over, as well as some stamps. So let's see what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to fast forward it and we're going to get started. I'll be right back. All right, let's work on my mixed media background. So in the sketch, I saw some ink spread out in the back and I saw some stamping, and I'm going to do a little bit of that here. A lot of my ink smushing is going to be hidden behind my photos, unfortunately, but it does peek out, as well as the stenciling that I will add in a minute. So this is peacock feathers and I have allowed it to dry now. This is, I think, blueprint sketch, and I'm just going to put some ink in a few places on the background just so I have a little bit more color to peek out, and I'm trying to pull out color from the denim jacket that I'm wearing in my photos. So I am also going to be playing along with Scraptember today. Today's prompt is selfies, and as you saw, that those are selfies that I took of myself. Right here, I am prepping the sheet that goes inside the plastic envelope where I store that stencil. As I use a stencil, I'm inking it so that I have a place to put it away. So now I'm going to add my stamping. I kind of layered up my pattern paper and my photo mats so that I would know where this stamping is going to end up. I am going to stamp more than what you can see because I decided at the last minute that I was going to use a round chipboard frame in place of some of those stamped images from the original sketch, and they're going to be tucked in between the layers of pattern paper. So that is kind of what I'm prepping myself for there. I'm going to take this flower, and again, I'm not sure where these stamps came from. They are old. They kind of look like fancy pants stamps to me, but I'm not even sure. So I'm just going to put 3 floral images to mimic what the sketch had, and now I'm going to distress all of my pattern paper with my Tim Holtz distress tool. I am also going to go ahead and distress my photos. I like to do this in place of putting a photo mat there. It just kind of gives a little bit of a white edge around the photo without adding another layer of paper, and that is kind of why I do that. Besides, I think it looks cool. That counts as something, right? Anyway, I'm just going to distress all around each photo, and then I'm going to adhere them to those mats. So the larger photo mat is going to go flat onto my background. The individual photo mats are actually from that same piece of patterned paper. I'm just using the back side of it so that I didn't waste any of the beautiful scraps from that cut that I made for that particular large photo mat. You're going to note that one of my photos hangs off one side, and I'm pretty much okay with that. It was kind of intentional. Now I'm going to add some fun foam on the back of each photo, and I'm going to layer those photos kind of on top of each other, so you'll see me put the fun foam on one edge of each photo mat. So on the sketch, it showed one of the circles kind of poking out of each layer of the photo mats, and so that's what I'm doing here. I am adding that chipboard circle that I have cut in half, and that's a great way to spread out your stash a little bit. There's only one circle frame in that size on that whole set of frames, so it was nice to just cut it in half and allow it to come out both sides. Now these are from Kaisercraft. Do you say mandala? Is that what they are called? Anyway, I'm using those instead of the floral elements that are on the sketch, and I'm also going to make sure that I leave a place for my journaling. That is a must for me. I'm adding a different phrase than what's on the journal card because I prefer that one, and then I'm adding a really tiny title from a set of stickers that are in my kit. They're layered stickers. I don't even remember where I got them, possibly from Tuesday morning on one of those buys, but here I'm pretty happy with the way it has turned out. Now I have covered up my photo, or so I thought. That plastic is not flush against my photo, and I end up with paint splatters on my face on these photos, and I have to wipe them off camera. That was my first boo-boo on this layout that I was kind of annoyed with. What you don't see is I turn off the camera and I promptly spill that gray spray that I use next all over my glass mat. I narrowly missed my layout, so thankfully I didn't ruin the layout. So I'm just adding these splatters, and that's it. All right, I got everything done. As you can see, I put some foam adhesive behind some of the elements that are popped up because there's foam adhesive behind my photos. Got all the splatters on here, and got my journaling and the date. And of course I got these cute little rings that I stamped on. My stenciling still peeks through a little bit, which makes me happy. Stamping is peeking through a little bit. So I want to thank you so much for coming to my channel today. If you liked this video, please click that thumbs up button below. If you are not a subscriber, I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. If you have any comments or questions about this layout or any technique that I used on this layout, please drop them below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Make sure that you check out that playlist that I have linked below. There's several of us playing along this month, and I want to make sure that you see all of the creative goodness that's going to be going on with this group of ladies who create. There are Instagram channels as well as YouTube channels down there, so make sure that you check those out as well. You have a great Monday and rest of your week. Bye.